What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're back with another video. This is going to be a really good video. I go over this in my live streams a lot. I don't think I've done a YouTube video on this, maybe once, but didn't really go over it too in depth. So I'm going to be basically showing you guys not a pattern, but a signature price that makes inversion for value gaps 10 times better. I use it all the time, and it just makes them so high probability, and you can make the risk reward much better when you take these setups. If you don't already, make sure to check the website in the link in the description below. I literally live stream every day, so feel free to check that out. And don't forget, use that Apex code. It's actually only 71% off right now because they ended their deal, but there is $35 resets at the moment, so make sure to check that out. I gotta change this, but again, like I said, they'll probably do a 90% off sale at some point, just not for like 2 or 3 months. So I still did buy a few. So yeah, just get an Apex account. Get way better than Forex. Really easy to set up. And yeah. Also, I am doing a special promotion. If you buy my premium for 3 months, you do get my course free. So it's basically like a buy one get one free deal. And I'm also doing 50% off lifetime and 50% off yearly. I don't really do these deals often, so it's up to you when you want to do them, or you can ignore it. That's fine too, but it's only the last 7 days. You can find the link in the description if you are interested. So in this video, I'm going to be going over what makes an inversion for value gap even more high probability than before. And some of you guys might know this, but if, and that's if, because it's not always it doesn't always happen, if we get an order block as well as an inversion, that is the highest probability inverse you will ever see. So you should know what an order block is, or you should know what a CISD is. If you don't watch my other video on that, just type in .DD CISD on YouTube. I have a video about them, or you can watch my order block video I posted a couple weeks ago. But again, an order block is just this red candle before this up move, and this candle confirms this being an order block, and it also confirms this being an inversion. So I know that this entry, when we close above, is going to be a high probability entry because there is an order block here. And what you can do is, instead of having to stop or close below, you can do a hard stop beneath the OB and target the next high, because generally we will not hit that OB. So you can see we actually come back down to this OB later and bounce off it, which is interesting. With this setup, sometimes you might get a second inversion, you might get south of break even, then you might get a second inversion off the OB. That's fine, but this is a really high probability order block to long off of, especially if it's combined with an inversion. So this is just one example. Okay, next example is right here. This is a bearish setup. So in this example here, we're delivering from this bearish fair value gap, so it makes a high probability. We have a singular inversion fair value gap here. We get a manipulation leg. All right, as you can see here, manipulation leg. And the one thing I like about this is we not only reject this, but we also get an order block, or what's known as a chain to say delivery here, because we have 2 up candles and then this red candle closed beneath. And if you could tell, we have an external fair value gap to the left. So you could have taken this one, but if you want to be even more high probability, you could have waited for this OB to form, and then you could have taken this candle close once we close under the OB and under this inversion. And when you see the signature price, you should expect this to break anyways, okay? If you know where liquidity is, you're confident where liquidity is, I do expect this to break anyways. And because we already inversed this, I will jump in early on the OB entry here. Now, to be safe, you can put your stop like above this order block here, so it's this hard stop. But if you want to be safer, you could enter in here, which is going to be way worse risk reward. That's fine, but this actually inverses it and the OB forms, but you're not getting in as early as you could because the OB formed here. Okay, so that's setup number 2. Setup number 3. In this example here, another kind of similar example, except this one we only have 1 fair value gap. We don't have kind of 2 fair value gaps here. This one, we get a manipulation leg over the high like this, and we get these 3 up close candles. And when price closes below this green candle, this up close candle, and below this inversion, it makes it so high probability because it's closing beneath the inversion and it's closing beneath the order block, causing it to be a CISD, chain of state delivery, and you just target the low. So this would have been about a 1.6 hour trade, or if you took the retest, could have been about a 2.3 hour trade. So really good play here. I'll just put my stop in this situation, a hard stop above this order block here, because generally if I'm right, we're not going to go back above the order block, so that's what I'll do. And that's that. If you want to check out my free 80% win rate strategy to get funded really, really easily, then just click the link in the description below. Last and final example will be in the 3-minute chart. So when we go here, we have a lot of low resistance liquidity built up. Okay. A lot of stop losses engineered. And what do you notice? We get another inversion for a rally gap. It's a bearish one. We sweep sell side liquidity here, and we also sweep sell side liquidity to the left. There's actually equal lows over here, which is really even better. And we get another inversion, and at the same time of closing above the inversion, we also form a down close candle before not move. So we know this is a high probability order block. What should already anticipate this to be inverse if we form an order block there. So you can actually see this order block activates at the same time as the inversion does because we close above here and this activates as well. So really good signature on price here. Again, whenever you see an order block combined with an IFEG, consider high probability. If you wanted, you could only wait for IFEGs with order blocks in them. That's completely fine. You're going to find a little less setups, but they are higher probability. So that's all I have for this video right now. Don't forget to use that Apex code. Go and practice these setups. It's a very, very, very good signature on price. You do not want to miss out on these signatures on price. They're so textbook. They will make you money, not financial advice. And that's it for the end of the video. If you did get this far, comment the word cloud. That's it for now. Peace.